Hey guys, it's Sean. Week 5 is going on. I didn't get to do my little video last night, just it's a busy weekend. Last week was one of those weeks where I'm ready for school. 6 kids, it's going to be nice. But anyways, wanted to touch base a little bit, kind of update some on the program, talk a little bit about a few things. I've already done today's workout. This workout's kind of this week's kind of a deload week. I'm going to do a few maxes, but no real major metcons per se or anything. Just some long cardio in a couple days, but I'm looking forward to that. It'd be kind of nice for a little bit of a break. In fact, today one of my maxes, I got a 40-pound PR on my close grip bench, which I'll be honest that was awesome. There's nothing better than putting up extra weight, so it went real well. But just a few things I want to talk about. Some of the guys do this program, they own boxes or they're coaches. I used to coach. In fact, CrossFit said, hey, do you want to renew your CrossFit thing? It's going to expire next year. I'm like, I don't coach anymore. I don't have time for it. But if I was going to continue coaching, I think this would be a great program to help give a different view on the traditional things that we do in CrossFit. So often we get stuck in our routines of people come in, we spend 5 minutes stretching, 10 minutes stretching, maybe spend 10 minutes practicing a movement, and then you go straight to a workout. Maybe you stretch and then you're done. And the only strength training you get are on days that you actually program maxes or the days that you program specific things, but it's usually just a bunch of metcons. It's not that way at every box. I've been to a lot of different ones. But you see that a lot, and I think this is a great tool to sometimes look outside this is how I operate. What can I do that's better? What can I do that might help certain groups of my athletes improve, especially if you have athletes that are trying to train for the Open, that are trying to train for regionals. I used to coach with a regional athlete and a games athlete. She actually made it to the games. A couple different regional guys we used to coach together, and I remember when we first started having to see, okay, we've got to go outside just what we do with the majority of our clients to train specifically for the Open, to get them prepared for the Open. And they were phenomenal athletes, but they saw that they had to change. And I think this is a great program for helping us see you can get good improvement, not just in CrossFit, but in the strength that helps CrossFit get better. I also think as a program outside of CrossFit that it's good because it helps you improve not just in your strength but also in your cardio and your ability to do exercise well. I went out and I played some games with some of my friends. I run around with my kids and I'm performing a lot better. I'd like to be out more with my friends playing frisbee golf, but I can't usually. But when I'm out there, I'm in better shape because of what I'm doing here. I'm not specifically training for that. It just helps. So I think this is a good program. It's a lot of fun. Again, I'm a big fan of the boards. One of the guys posted a picture this week. He was at his local gym doing wall slams like we're supposed to, and he slammed the ball through the wall. So there's this giant hole in the wall where his slam ball busted through it. And, he got a great sad face where it's kind of like, but it was pretty hilarious. We do things, we have fun, we laugh, we share our successes. One of the guys is like, man, I'm just not seeing the scale's not changing. And I'm kind of one of those guys where I'm tired of my scale. My scale hasn't changed, but my clothes have changed. I'm cinching up an extra notch on a belt. In fact, I was able to put on one of my old belts that I couldn't put on because it barely fit in that last notch, and I got it in the second and the third one, and it wasn't like I was, sucking in and get it in. My pants have gotten loose. My shorts have gotten loose. My wife has commented, I put on a dress shirt, and now my shoulders and my back are like, whoa. My wife's laughing because, they're fitting tighter because I've gained a lot of strength. Obviously, 40 pounds on a PR for a close grip bench. There's a lot of strength I'm gaining upper body again. And so, again, it's a good program. I've enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to just continuing this. It's 6 days a week. This week's not because of deload week, but you have to make time. you know, you got to want something. And this is the first time I've wanted something in a long time, and I've enjoyed it. I think, again, for the average guy, if you've got access to a $10 gym, $15, $20 gym, you don't want to go do the typical CrossFit stuff, or you're tired of trying to follow online programming that just doesn't get you the results that you need. I think this is a great tool. I think this is a great program, especially when you combine the help that you get with your diet. A couple of the guys were struggling, so they asked Jacob, you know, hey man, what do I do? And he's like, well, let's take a look at your carbs. Let's take a look at your protein. Let's see what you're actually eating. And so, I mean, they're getting some help to hit those goals. One guy, he's lost like 30 pounds. I mean, in he's on phase 2. He's been in it over 3 months. I think he's like 5 months in now. I mean, 30 pounds is huge. I mean, it's one of my kids. And so, you know, today I was doing pull-ups, or chin-ups actually, and doing some weighted chin-ups. And then afterwards I got done with them, and I just jumped up there to do a few with no, I was wearing a vest, with no weight. And I mean, I was flying up. I mean, I was tapping my chest way down near the nipple range, down near the bottom of the sternum. I mean, and I wasn't even like pulling hard for it. It was just, they were just flying up. I can definitely tell a change in my strength, especially my endurance. You know, I put 40 minutes of rowing in the other day. Rowed a 5K, then ran for 15 minutes one day. So I think I've seen a drastic change in just my overall mood and my overall fitness. So again, if you guys got questions, feel free to post them. I hope you're enjoying this. If not, you know, my friends laugh at me when they see me and watch my video, which I don't really care because we have a good time talking. But I'd love to answer questions. I love to talk about what we see, what I see, what I experience. But until next week, hope you guys have a good one. Keep lifting.